to appreciate the highlights, the curls, just everything. I'm loving everything about this look. So I'm going to show you guys how I apply these highlighted clip-ins. Yes, these are clip-ins. I didn't dye the hair or watercolor or anything like that. These are actual clip-ins that I added to my black wig because I wanted to give it some color, and I didn't want to go through the hassle of just bleaching a whole wig just to get my highlights. So I added these clip-ins. I really love them, and I'm going to show you guys step by step how to get this same look. Stay tuned, keep on watching. Yeah, you see that. So this is the wig that I'm going to be using today. This is a 13x4 frontal 22-inch. This did come in a natural color, and I did dye this hair black, so I'm going to be using that frontal. And here are the clip-ins I'm going to be using today. These are 4-piece long wavy synthetic hair. This 20 inches is reddish brown mixed ash brown, double thick weft hair piece. And I did get these clip-ins from Amazon from Ine. That is the brand name that I got the hair from. And as you can see, the hair is really silky and smooth and thick. So now I'm just moving on to the process of the install. I'm going to be using my Ghost Fawn lace glue to apply my wig, and I did go ahead and apply 2 layers on my hairline, and I did let it dry clear. Make sure before you lay your wigs down onto your glue, make sure that the glue is clear, not white. If the glue is white, it's not going to stick properly. So I do like to pin my hair out of the way before I lay my wig onto my glue, just so you know it doesn't get stuck to the glue unnecessarily. I just want that lace to lay down, and I don't want anything else to get in the way, so I pin it back. So before I lay my lace down, I do like to measure it just to make sure that everything is lined up and just lined up properly, making sure that the wig is on straight basically. So that's what I'm doing here first, and I am going to be moving in sections when I do lay my wig down, and I'm going to be starting off with this middle section here, and that is where I'm going to begin to lay my lace down onto that glue. I like to work in sections because I feel like it's easier for me to apply my wig. But, you know, you don't necessarily have to do this way. There's a lot of different ways that people apply the wigs, but this is easy for me when I install my wigs on myself. So I am moving, as you can see, kind of slow because I'm just trying to make sure everything is lined up properly. And I laid the wig down onto that glue, and I'm just going to be taking this comb, this fine tooth comb, and I'm just going to be using that to smooth down the hair into that glue, and I'm pushing it with the back of the comb, as you can see, and I'm just trying to lay it down and making sure everything is in place, making sure that that lace is secure and that lace is pressed down properly onto that glue. So like I said, I'm working in 3 sections. I did those 2 on that side. Now I'm working my way over here, and as you can see, I'm making sure I press it down as I go along the hairline, adding my lace wig, measuring it up, making sure that I am on top of that glue, making sure I am in place and I can lay it down properly. So that is what I'm doing. That's why I like to take my time, because I like everything to be in place, because you know, once you lay it down, if you take it up off your head, it's going to be a big mess and you're gonna have to start over from scratch, and I'm trying to avoid doing that. So I like to take my comb once again and just smoothing that hair on to that lace, just making sure everything is smooth and laid down on that lace properly. And I do take my finger from time to time as well, as you can see, and I'm just using it to just push it in place, just to make sure everything is secure and everything is stuck to that glue basically. I'm going to be using my wig band, and I'm going to be using my elastic wig band. I like to use the band, you know, because I like to make sure that that lace is melted into that glue. So it is recommended to, you know, lay that band down for a couple of minutes just to make sure everything lays properly and that lace melts into that glue. And I do see a big difference when I do use the band, so that's why I like to use my elastic band. But it is optional, you don't have to use it. And for this style, I did want to go for a side part. So, and for this wig, it is a 13x4 frontal, yes, but in the middle parting space is longer than the sides. The sides is about 2 inches on the sides of lace, and the middle is about 4 inches going straight back from the middle. So that's why I was trying to make my part at a slant, because of the limited parting space that I have here. I'm going to be using my hot comb to smooth that hair down, smooth that hair into place in a direction that I'm going to be making my part, basically. So I'm doing the same thing on this side and using that hot comb just to smooth that hair down. So make sure it's not lumpy and bumpy. And this is the Edge Booster wax stick. I'm going to be using that to apply to my hair, just to lay down those flyaways. I do have a lot of flyaways and I wanted to lay it down. And sometimes you can go in after with your hot comb as well after this step, just to make sure everything is laid down flat. But I didn't do that additional step. What I am going to be doing is I'm going to be taking my flat iron, and I'm going to be using my flat iron to create these body wave curls, these big body wave curls. The reason why I'm going to be curling my hair is because the clip-ins that I purchased, they are wavy, they are body wave, and this hair is straight. So I'm trying to curl my hair, you know, so that it can match with my clip-ins once I install my clip-ins a little later on. So that's what I'm going to be doing throughout my head. I'm just going to be using my flat iron, and I'm going to be taking about medium sections, and I'm going to be using that flat iron to create some body wave curls. You can go in with a regular flat iron, you can go in with the regular curling iron. You know, this is just I started with the flat iron, so I just continue with it. I didn't want to just go, you know, find the curling iron just to do this when I can create those body wave curls with using my flat iron. And I did spray my hair off camera with my heat protecting spray by Anastasia. So don't forget to spray your heat protecting spray on your hair anytime you're applying any type of heat to protect the hair. As you can see, I'm taking medium sections, as I said before, and I'm twisting my flat iron down, and I'm just going to be moving in medium sections and just, you know, gliding that flat iron down to create the body wave curls. And if you are new here, I hope you're enjoying this video so far. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell notification so you're notified when I upload my weekly videos here on my channel. As you can see, the flat iron does give those body wave curls, just as long as you know how to, you know, use the flat iron to create those curls. So this is another easy way if you don't want to buy a whole bunch of flat irons and curlers. You can achieve straight hair and curly hair using that same flat iron. And this is 22 inches here, that this frontal that I have on. So, you know, it did take me a while to get to the end of the hair, and I did kind of speed up the clip. And now we're going on to the other side of my head, and I'm just going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to be taking medium sections, and I'm going to be using my flat iron to create those body wave curls. So again, I wanted the curls on my frontal to match the clip-ins that I'm going to be using today. And these clip-ins was really affordable as well. It was an Amazon find. Again, the brand is Einaey, E-I-N-A-E-Y, where I purchased these clip-ins from. Again, 20 inches of these clip-ins, and I really did like this color. This color is really pretty. It says reddish brown mixed ash blonde thick double weft hair piece, and it is 4 pieces. You have that long piece that I did put in the back of my head. I put the longest pieces in the back of my head, and on one side I put 2 pieces, and on the opposite side I did only put 1 piece in the front of the head as well, just to give it that volume. I really wanted this hair to I wanted to add fullness to this hair as well as the highlights. So that is why I placed the clip-ins where I am going to place the clip-ins when we get further down to the video. But I just wanted to give you the, you know, the hair details again, if anybody is wondering about the clip-ins once again that I'm going to be installing. Those curls are coming out really good. I really liked how the curls were coming out. And I am going to be just sectioning off the top piece. And again, don't forget to use to spray your hair protectant, your heat protectant before you apply any heat to your hair, so you don't burn your hair while you are curling your hair. And be careful on the settings of your flat iron. Every flat iron, as you know, has different settings. Some are higher and than others, so just be careful. Sometimes when you're using a flat iron to create those curls as well, it doesn't curl as much, so sometimes I do have to go in maybe once or twice over the same section just to achieve that body width curl that I was looking for. So here are the clip-ins, and as I said before, they did come in 4 pieces. Really pretty color. 4 sections. 2 are the same side with 2 clips. One is the longest, the one that I placed in the back. This is the longest piece right here, and I'm going to be using that and putting it in the back of my head. And that longest piece, as you can see, it comes with 4 clips because it is longer, so of course you need more clips to make sure that it is very, very secure. And I did like that they had double weft these clip-ins, and it made it really, really full, and so it's not so thin and flimsy. So here's an up close of those clip-ins. And I did part off a section in the back of my head where I'm going to be placing that clip-in in between the wefts in the back of this frontal. So now I'm just going to be taking that clip-in and installing it in the back of my head. I am not going to show you guys the back of my head as far as me installing that one clip, but for the rest of the clip-ins throughout the rest of the video, I'm going to show you how I install the rest of them. It was just a difficult angle to record, so that's why I didn't record myself installing the clip-on in the back of my head. So I did just smooth that hair over the clip-in that I just installed in the back. And now I'm going to be working on my next section and making a part where I want my next clip-in to be. And section it off and just pin it in place. So just pin the hair out of place so you have that part where you're going to be placing your next clip-in. So this is the next one that I'm going to be using, and it has 1, 2, 3 clip-ins. This is the next longest piece that they have inside of this clip-in. And I'm just going to be using that. And I did make my part at an angle, somewhat of an angle, because I didn't want it to be straight. I wanted the hair to kind of lay at an angle, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm installing it this way. It was a little tough when I was trying to clip it, so I just made sure that I grabbed the wig and the clip-in at the same time and just close the clip. That front piece I didn't really secure it that well, so I'm just going to be positioning that clip in the front here and just making sure it's in place. As you can see, that clip-in is very flush and it's not too bulky, and it looks really good. So again, just take your hair down, and what I wanted to do was I wanted to just see how it looks where I had placed it. I just used my fingers to just smooth that hair over that clip-in that I just installed on the side, just to make sure I was happy with the placement, and I was. So I did continue on, and I'm going to be making my part at the top. As you can see, that part is also at an angle because I did want my clip-in to lay like in going towards my face when I put the hair down. So that's why I made the part at an angle. So I'm going to be showing you close up how you can install this clip-in as well. I did try to move a little bit further back from the actual hairline where it started, so it's not too bulky in the front. And this one at the top has 2 clips on this piece of clipping, on this weft of clipping. Really pretty color. I like how I added this to this wig just to add some highlights. If you don't know how to bleach or watercolor or dye any hair, this will be a great alternative for you if you want to add some color, some fullness, some volume, and just, you know, make your wig look like you have a new wig, a new style. You can just add clippings like I did here in my video. And as you can see, you know, it looks pretty good. I like how it looks. Now I'm going to be starting on the other side. And for this side, I'm only going to be installing 1 clip in because there's only 1 clip in left. And as you can see, I did make that part at an angle too. And this clip-in has 2 clips because this is one of the smaller ones. So this is how I install it. I make sure I put the comb down into that hair and clip it into place. And I did move a little bit further back from the hairline so it's not so bulky in the front, so it can lay seamlessly. And as you can see, that did lay down pretty well. Make sure you comb your hair and be careful while you're combing the clip-ins because you don't want to make a mistake of combing the clip-in out of your head being a little bit too rough. I did use my fingers and my combs to you know, try to blend the hair together, the black hair and the hair with the clip-in. So I was just pinning this hair up because I do still have that elastic band on, and I wanted to show you guys how it looked when I took off the band, and that melted it very well. This is the finished product. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already done so far. And hit the bell notification. Connect with me on my other social media platforms and go check out some other videos I have posted here. Bye.